it's Kenzie, and today I'm going to be doing more of a personal video. I'm going to be talking about a heavier topic, and I just want to put a trigger warning out that I'm going to be talking about body image, so if that triggers you, I urge you to click away from the video. I have been wanting to film a video like this for a while, but it's hard to talk about. I have struggled with my body image from the time I was in, second grade. It's something that I guess I only sort of recently within the past year or two started actually talking about. So I've always been a little bit bigger. I wasn't really overweight honestly when I was younger, but I was told that I was. Looking back at old pictures, I look at them and I think, why was I told that I was fat? Why was I told that as a third grader I needed to lose weight? I guess I just wonder why my head was filled with all of these ideas from the time I was really young. I didn't see myself as fat until it was pointed out to me. I saw myself as different in terms of the fact that I was anxious, but I never really noticed my weight until I was told that it was a problem. And I honestly wish that I wasn't told that. I don't remember a time after I was in about third grade where I didn't look at myself in the mirror and think I was fat. And looking back at some old pictures, I wasn't fat. I was bigger, but it wasn't to the point where I was told that it was. I wasn't obese, but I was basically told that I was. And growing up thinking that everyone else sees you the way that you're taught to see yourself is horrible. I know that I'm not an average weight. I know that I don't look like everyone else around me. I know that I'm not society's expectation of beauty, and I don't think anyone matches what we're told we're supposed to be. I don't know of anyone who hasn't struggled with their body, and that's horrible. I think it's awful that every child, or most children, grow up thinking that something regarding their bodies is wrong. I don't think that people should talk about other people's weight, especially as a young child. I remember all of the comments. I did a presentation on body image in children in my English class last semester, and I thought it wouldn't get to me as much as it did. I started off by listing a bunch of quotes of things that had been said about me or to me regarding my weight. And the list was 2 slides long. But that's not all of what was said to me. Things are still said to me. The biggest problems for me weren't my friends, weren't my peers. There were very few instances where I can remember people saying things. I remember a guy in 7th grade saying, "Who would date that fat girl at the back of the room?" But other than that, and a couple of other comments, I didn't really receive any comments about my weight from my peers. I received them from my doctors and my family. I decided to make this video because I want people to know that people who look like me, we're still human. We're still people, and we still have feelings. And the things that are said to us or about us, they don't make us who we are. My weight doesn't equal my worth, which is something that I'm still working on reminding myself. I feel like I have to tell myself constantly that I don't exist to lose weight. And the people who say that fat people can't be healthy, they're wrong. Fat people can be healthy. You don't need a number on a scale to tell you how healthy you are. And just being fat doesn't mean you're going to get all of these illnesses. I remember my doctors forcing me to blood tests every year from the time I was, 9, because they were convinced I was going to be diabetic. I remember going into an endocrinologist's office, and every single person there asked me where my pump was, as if me being fat meant that I was diabetic. I was then told by the endocrinologist that there was basically no reason for me to be there. But my pediatricians were so convinced that by telling me I was fat and by telling me that I needed to constantly be checked, that was somehow going to prevent something that's never been a problem. I try my hardest to be body positive, but it doesn't happen immediately. You don't just suddenly look in the mirror and every day you see yourself and you think, I'm so beautiful. I have to work so hard just to tell myself that I'm okay. The thing is, I don't need to think that I'm beautiful every time I look in the mirror. I just want to think that I look okay. I don't want to harm my body in order to look a certain way. I go through periods of time where I'll tell myself it's okay to think all these negative thoughts, but they're wrong. But then I go through periods of time where I make myself work out and look in the mirror and think, why can't you just lose weight? And it's frustrating because it's not a quick fix being body positive. And now when I do want to start working out more because I know that it'll make me feel better physically, I don't know how to do it where it doesn't turn into an old pattern of self-hatred and punishing myself for eating something that makes me happy. I don't know how to exercise without making it a punishment for myself. I've never worked out for fun. I don't know what that's like. I don't know what it's like to go to the gym and not dread it. Even if it's yoga, and I love yoga, before I go, I get this anticipatory anxiety and this thought of not doing enough to lose weight. It has to accompany the thought, well, this will help me. This will help me not look the way I look right now. And I don't know how to stop that. And I've been working so hard, but those thoughts don't just go away. Those thoughts of, why can't you just do it? Why are you like this? Why is your body made like this? Why does it look like that? Can you just stop being fat? Those thoughts don't just go away. Even when I lost weight and I had worked really hard, I wasn't happy. I wanted to get down to a goal weight, as if that number, being at that number, would make me feel happy. But I know that now that it wouldn't make me happy. Seeing that number on the scale isn't what's gonna make me happy. It has to be something inside myself that makes me happy. We don't exist to lose weight. We don't exist to restrict ourselves constantly from the foods we like. We don't exist to have eating disorders just because of what other people say we should look like. We don't exist to compare ourselves in bathing suits to everyone around us. We don't exist to look at someone else and say, I wish I looked like that, or I wish I were her weight, or I wish I were his weight, or I wish my arms looked like that, or I wish my stomach looked like that. That's not our purpose. Our purpose isn't to hate ourselves. Our purpose is to be happy, and this thought process of I can only be happy if I'm skinny is something I wish I could change. I wish that I didn't equate my worth to my weight. I wish I didn't still want to lose weight and think that that's a fix, that that's a magic fix. So I'm working towards loving myself. I know that it doesn't start with I'll be happy when. It starts with I'm happy now because. And if I could go back and tell myself something, it would be that I'm enough. That my body, my mind, myself, I'm enough. And that I shouldn't listen to the people who say that I'm not. And that it's okay to have bad days, but it's not okay to tell yourself that you'll only be happy when you look a certain way or when you get down to a weight. And that sometimes adults are wrong. Sometimes other people are wrong, and you have to trust yourself and not just things that other people say. And it's okay to not look like the people in the magazines. It's okay to not look like all of your friends because you're your own person, you're not them. If any parents are watching, I urge you to think before you speak to your children about their bodies. Because you can't take that back. And I promise no matter how young they are, they'll remember. They'll remember any time you call them fat or you tell them, hey, maybe you shouldn't eat that, or have you exercised today, or how much of that have you eaten? You can't take those words back. And once those words leave your mouth, you can't control what they do with it. Alright, I promise not every video that I make will be this depressing. I hope that if you're watching this helped you in some way. I just hope people learn that bodies aren't there for you to hate them, they're there to keep you alive. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!